What's up guys, it's Oblivious Gamer here with another fighting game news video. So Granblue Fantasy vs Rising just had its panel on EVO, and they talked a bit more about the game. They gave us some information, they revealed a new character, and also we could potentially get a release date by the end of EVO. It seems that's what they sort of told. Because they end with we'll be announcing a release date soon, and then the tweet is don't forget to check Granblue Fantasy vs Rising Day 3 of EVO. So maybe by the end of EVO we might find a concrete release date. So there's quite a lot of information, but I'll try to go with what people will probably be more interested in. So the first thing is, what new character was announced? And the new character that was announced is Grimnir. Described as, Grimnir can command the winds to advance across the battlefield in multiple directions and shift the trajectory of his projectiles at will. By utilizing his superior mobility options, he can rush down foes and oppress them with attacks from every angle. So he's the fourth new character. I think he looks cool. I mean, it's not necessarily a character I am 100% hyped to see, but I always liked seeing new characters and trying them out. One of the characters I had a ton of fun with was Siegfried during the beta, so hey, more the better, I can't complain. Now, they did announce this, which I think a lot of people might be excited for, and that is the fact that characters might be getting costumes. So they, for example, show that Gran is having an alternative costume, being Guider to the Eternal Edge. And it looks pretty cool. It also says more costumes slated for future release. So it seems that not just weapons we're going to be able to select them, but also characters are going to be getting costumes, which I think is fantastic. I love it when fighting games give control to the players to customize and select how they want the character to look. So the fact that first the way that they did was just with weapons, but now we're also getting costumes, I think that's fantastic. And also, I understand they're a gacha company, so I mean that's probably the best way to nickel and dime people. You sell the costumes so people want to buy them, but I think it looks cool. Now, a good thing that they also revealed was for Granblue Fantasy vs Rising, each character will have their own versus rank. So a lot of fighting games, what sometimes would do is, let's say you play Gran, you get to SSS with Gran, right? You know Gran, you're good with Gran. Boom. The problem was, if you wanted to try another character, let's say Zeta, your rank with Gran was the same rank you had with Zeta, even though obviously you're trying Zeta out, you're not SSS with Zeta. So obviously that created a bit of a problem because you risk losing your rank when you're trying other characters. So now, with Granblue Fantasy vs Rising, each character will have their own rank. So I think that's pretty cool. That's fantastic. A lot of fighting games are doing that now. Then we also get a bit about practice mode and training mode. So something that I think is good that they're doing is training mode will basically combine situational training and combo practice, everything in there. So sometimes fighting games have training mode, and then you have combo practice, and then you have tutorial, everything's separated. So depending on what you're trying to learn, you might be backing out of different menus, going into this and backing out again. So for Granblue Fantasy vs Rising, they're combining everything in training mode. Everything should be seamless and everything should just be there for you just by going into training mode. Also, they say training mode has no load times. And a good thing that they also have added is frame data. So in Granblue Fantasy vs, we didn't have frame data. It was more what you could see was colors, which was red, yellow, and green, if I remember correctly. Obviously, depending on your color, that would basically say if you were plus, negative, or neutral. But now you actually get the frame data. Great, I think a lot of fighting games have been implementing frame data now. Street Fighter 6 has frame data, Tekken 7 has frame data, Tekken 8 will have frame data, Strive has frame data. So far, the game is being packaged pretty well for what a lot of fighting games have now. So I think that's amazing that they're doing it. They're just not updating certain things, but they're keeping the whole package to what other fighting games are doing. They also talked a bit about their Granblue mode, that Fall Guys mode that it's okay. I mean, it could be something fun for other players to do if you're not having the itch to, play matches, or maybe you need a break and it's I'm gonna go this for a bit and then come back to fighting. I'll try it. It looks like it's gonna be fun. My only concern is just I'm hoping this doesn't cannibalize too much the fighting game players, because you have now two things that you could do. I don't think it's going to cannibalize it too much, but I can definitely see you'd be surprised how many people would buy fighting games just to play with the chibi avatars. Like, there's a whole community of people who just, for example, I remember in BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, they literally buy the game and they just sit in the lobby and they just roleplay. They're just sitting in the lobby, not fighting, just sitting in the lobby and they're roleplaying. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's a bunch of people that buy the game just to play Granblues. So I think that's a thing to consider maybe more down the line once like player base starts dwindling, which could take years. But I don't know, that's just some food for thought. Finally, they give us a better idea of, is this a sequel? Is this an update? What is this game? Basically, Granblue Fantasy vs. Rising is its own thing. This is its own game. It's, I would say, a sequel. Now, that means you're going to have to fully pay for it. It's not like you can get a discount or anything. So this is going to be a fully play title that you will probably have to purchase. However, they have mentioned that there's stuff that you'll be able to transfer from Granblue Fantasy Versus to Granblue Fantasy Versus Rising. The following data can be transferred: story progress, tournament trophies, EX colors, and battle pass rewards such as weapons and colors. Obviously, I know some people might be like, well, why am I supposed to pay full price, or why am I supposed to pay more? This is just, I get that. But at least, look at it. Like, they really didn't have to do what they did with like being able to transfer some data to Granblue Fantasy vs. Rising. I mean, you will be able to transfer your EX colors, and for people that like put money and time in the battle pass, you'll be able to transfer those stuff too, like your weapons and colors. So I think that's fantastic. And also for those that play already the story and they are far enough, you won't have to start from zero. So I think overall this is fantastic. I'm 100% looking forward to this game. I'm super excited. So hey, fingers crossed, and hopefully we get a release date this weekend at once EVO is over, and hopefully the release date is not that far. So always, it's not just about me. What are your thoughts, guys? This has been Oblivious Gamer, and I hope you'll have a wonderful day or night wherever you are.